Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 16th episode of Dokidoki Precure. And last episode we had some Makoto focus. She was doing some kind of big old acting thing, and I think the overall lesson was just focus on what you're doing to do it better. I think that was the overall point. And we also got to see Regina, I think is her name. We got to see her actually come back onto the front line, which is really cool. So hopefully we can get more of that, get more into her character, see where that's going. But for now, let's get into this episode and see what's up. 3, 2, 1, play. A short story about selfishness. Okay. I mean, yeah. if you're both selfish, I mean, who's the Tsukomi in that case? Yeah. I really wasn't that interesting. Oh wow. Well, damn. Okay. I see. Might have to fight Rika for that. But that could be quite the interesting love triangle. But okay. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, everyone loves Mana. I already knew that. Just goes to confirm that. I do like how the daughter of the king of selfishness really does emanate that quality. Selfishness. Like, in no moment do you forget that that's who she is. Bum, 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 bum. And our sponsor segment. Bum, 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 bum. Back into it. Okay. Okay. That's the title. Let's go. Oh, is she already showing up? Okay. Gotta turn the volume a bit. It's on my hand. This is important. She just here for Mana. I'll let you. She doesn't look that happy. Okay, it's too early for battling. Chill a bit. That is a bad thing you did. But I guess she wasn't like directly responsible for that. But still, she is involved. She is on that side. Yeah, you can't attack her if she's not attacking you first. That's not the good guy way. Yeah, just chill a bit for now. Like, she just came here talking about friendship. It's no reason to break out the Precure. I don't think she agreed to that yet. But I don't, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she'd say no, though. With everything I know about Mana. There's a good chance to reform her, so I'm sure she'd jump on that, yeah. Well, she could just not be evil, she could just be lonely, and a good friend is just what she needs. The power of friendship can solve a lot of problems, you know? Yeah, she didn't, like, directly do that. So it does kind of limit just how upset you can be with her about on that subject. Also, it's not like it was Mana's home, so there's not really any kind of personal attachment to it. Yeah, I don't think Makoto wants to be friends with Regina. I get that impression. Just give it time. She's definitely the most stubborn of the group, so. How long until she becomes a transfer student? I'd walk in, though. She doesn't hate you, she's just a little emotional right now. Like, I definitely get it. I definitely get it. Is that like your standard greeting? Hi? Because I like it. We kind of have school right now, Regina. Good girls like Mana don't skip school. We don't do that here. You can't just lock the teacher out and make class not be a thing. It doesn't work that way. You're lucky you're cute, Regina. Yeah, she's great. Why would you not want to be friends with her? Like, she's selfish, but you're still cute. That's just really what matters. Oh, guess you can just do that. Really would be bad if student council president skipped school. Like, could you imagine? Well, yeah, student council, sorry. Yeah, what are you planning? Okay, you definitely can't do that. That is no, bad, down, down. Yeah, that's terrible logic. Yeah, she cares about the school. Getting rid of it, it's not gonna make her happy. Yeah, she never did ask to become your friend. Even though I think they're kind of a package deal, but ow. So yeah, this definitely added a very interesting element of chaos into our dynamic. It's kind of great. Well, no, but not a lot you can do about it. Anywhere but bowling. Yeah, where do you like to hang out, Mana? She like takes you to the library. Okay, we're an escalator now. Picking up trash. It's what good girls like me do. Yeah, your idea of helping. You're wrong, Regina. I appreciate the effort, but that did not help. She's gonna have a long. Well, that actually caught me off guard. Yeah, I bet she is. Don't mind me. What are you gonna put in her tea? Yeah, teach us girls some patience. Are you gonna do something again? Hey, I likes her. That confirms she's a good girl at heart. I was really expecting her to write LOV. Hey, we summoned music. Oh my god, that is cute. This episode is gonna be the death of me. It's amazing how much selfishness a person can get away with if they're cute enough. Oh, is that the ED song? Okay, they are literally as close as it gets. You can't just ruin that. I met her first. You can have more than one friend, you know? You can't fire somebody else's friend. She was so rocking out back there. And she's a difficult friend to deal with. I am curious how this episode will end. If she'll give up on the friend idea, or if Mana will fire her. Well, she kind of ran up and said, "We're friends now." That is a hard thing to get over. We definitely can. Vegeta became a good guy in Dragon Ball Z. Anything's possible. Reconnaissance mission. Hi, Regina. Glad you like it. Talking about your other friends in front of her. She won't like that. That's your opinion. No, you cannot do that, Regina. Was she doing a commercial? We definitely have some lessons to teach Regina before we can become true friends. But it's a work in progress. Yeah, you're not still mad at Mana, right? Because, you know, she thought you'd yell at her? Well, I do. She wants to be friends with everyone, and Regina's proud of everyone. What's the confusing aspect of that? Mana is never wrong. That's a good way to phrase it. Not like she chose to be the king of selfishness's daughter. We, as her new friends, will help to recover her from that evil upbringing at some point. Hopefully. Oh, the drink's gonna become a bad guy. Oh yeah, I should do this before. This cute little dance. I still love how much animation budget they put into that. Well used, for sure. It's a giant drink. It's a giant drink. Yeah, Monty, you gotta get in there and help. Too bad she can't teleport too. That'd come in handy. Right about now. Almost like the Kool-Aid man, you know, breaking through walls. I'll just drink my water while you girls are doing your thing. Whew. I see you girls are still transforming. Keep up the good work. Makoto should be happy. She probably has a reason to fight now. You'll drink it and you'll like it. Gotta stay hydrated, ladies. Yeah, you really shouldn't force a young girl to drink your drink. Yeah, like, it's a nice thought, but if they say they're not thirsty, you gotta respect that. Hey, do we make it? Yeah, please talk down your new friend. Yeah, I think it might be time for some scolding. Wonder if she'll actually slap her. She might. Oh no. She's never heard that before. There we go. Because even the other bad guys were doing skits and stuff for her, so yeah, I really doubt she's heard the word no much in her life. Which is a good way to get someone to become spoiled and selfish. Everybody else already had the transformation sequence, so she gets hers all to herself. How many drinks does this thing have? You can start up his own vending machine. Oh. Okay, that's not cool. They weren't even doing anything to you at that moment. It's actually your fault. Tell her. I did nothing wrong. No. Oof. Do you forgive Mana yet, Makoto? Yeah, it's not what a real friend does. Difference between being a friend and a slave. Like a real friend would. Maybe we could, like, shake up the enemy. I kind of regret doing that hand movement. All together, because we're all friends. I cannot handle 4 wings at once. The look on his face. All he wanted to do was give them beverages. He was such a misunderstood creature. Someday you will. Yeah. It's a first step. It's the first step. She's given her something to think about. Really altered her worldview. It's a work in progress and it started. That's how I think of it. Yeah, being mean to Regina is not going to fix the card kingdom. What a thing to complain about. I would love to. As she eats ice cream by herself. But yeah, that definitely struck a nerve or hit a chord, however you want to phrase it. If you spend more time with Mana, you might just find out. But yes, this is clearly where it begins. I look forward to the day we're all just kind of hanging out together. Although Makoto was probably always going to give her dirty looks. Maybe some passive aggressiveness. Yeah, yeah. You know, I really wasn't expecting a Regina-focused episode so quickly. Like, we had her last episode have an important position, so kind of figured it'd be a couple episodes before we had this sort of thing. But not complaining. It was great to have her around. And where is my cursor? There it is. That was the 16th episode of Dokidoki Precure. And this episode, Regina decided that she liked Mana and decided to make her hers. That was her plan. So she just kind of popped on over and said, "Hey, Mana, you're mine now. You're my friend. I'm bestowing upon you the privilege of being my friend. Be grateful. But now let's go hang out." That's basically what she said. And Mana doesn't have anything against being friends with her, which is what I thought, because Mana, she's a very kind, open person, and if somebody comes up to her wanting to be her friend, like, in no world is she gonna say no to that, right? So it didn't surprise me at all. But of course, being her friend is easier said than done, right? Because her moral compass is quite a bit different than Mana's, definitely. Mana's like, hey, it's time for school, and then Regina just pops in and says, hi, let's go, have fun. That doesn't jive. And when Mana says, actually, I kind of got school to do right now, so maybe later, she's like, oh, okay, I just get rid of the school, problem solved. So damn, such a genius, aren't I? But Mana says, no, that's not what I had to. No, that's not the solution at all. Just be patient, okay? Like, don't destroy things I care about to spend time with me. That's not what a friend would do. And the fact that Regina doesn't understand something so basic and obvious, it really gets across just how much work we have to do to get a real friendship going on between us, right? But it's nothing that's impossible, for sure. It'll take some time. And one very awkward element to this whole thing was Makoto, because she's, the last Precure. She's been around for a while. She has that connection with the Card Kingdom, and she's, knows what it was like before, what it was like now. Knows that Regina's on the side of the people that did that, the Darkness King and all that, Selfish King. So when Regina, when Makoto looks at Regina, she sees an enemy, someone that's responsible for all the bad thing that's happened. She is like taking all of that, all the negative emotions and stuff she has associated with that whole thing, and just kind of put it onto Regina, right? It almost reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender with Zuko and Katara. The way Kazuko didn't destroy her home or kill her mother, but he's part of the Fire Nation, and the Fire Nation did. And Zuko is a actual physical person in front of her that she can connect all that to. And then he comes over and says, "Hey, I want to be your friend now." So that doesn't go too well. And this whole thing with Makoto and Regina reminded me a lot of that, for sure, because such a big incident like the destruction of an entire kingdom, that's a really big thing that involves a lot of people, a lot of actions, but that's a really complicated thing, really abstract thing to have in your head. It's much easier just to put it all into one person, make them your enemy, and blame them, even if it's not really their fault. So it definitely makes sense from a human psychologist perspective, but the only real point I was trying to make is that's definitely an obstacle we have to get past if we do want to all become friends together and hang out. Right, and it's a hard thing to get past, but we'll see. Especially since she, even at the end of the episode, Makoto reaffirmed that she wouldn't forgive her. But technically, you can hang out and be friends without forgiving someone. That is technically possible. So it's fine. But as far as the actual Regina Mana friendship thing goes, it was quite entertaining to watch that. Mana just trying to do all these normal things, and Regina keeps trying to go about it her way, like, hey, I'm picking up litter. Okay, I'll help. Whoosh, whoosh, garbage everywhere. That didn't help. That didn't help at all. So we had a lot of that. And Regina, a lot of selfishness. Like, hey, how dare you talk about other girls when you're in front of me? You're my friend. Like, you can't have other friends. That's not how it works. You're my friend. Just obviously not the case at all, but these are the lessons that we need to really get into Regina. And once we finally do get all these important lessons into her, we'll be able to be real friends someday, but today is not that day, unfortunately. She did try to attack all her friends, but we did win that battle in the end. And Regina did leave after being lectured and all that, but the lecture, it's still in there. It's clearly too early for her to accept it, but those words, they have entered her brain. It gives her something to think about. Whenever somebody just kind of like shatters your worldview, you're not going to accept what they had to say initially, but once they've kind of opened a door to that potential, it gives you a chance to explore it more in your subconscious, and it gives you a chance to someday accept it, right? And that's probably a decently long journey away. It's probably going to take a few more interactions at least before she really accepts Mana's way of thinking, right? Her values and all that. But I think it'll come eventually. Her moral compass will adjust a bit more to what's acceptable for society, not destroying schools that you don't like and all that, right? So also the bag of the bag out of the week character, the drink monster, was a great monster. Like, just if you're gonna battle something, it's good to battle something that can just throw a bunch of free beverages your way. Like, that would be great. You stockpile them in a big old bag and you have drinks for months. Like, I don't see the problem. They might be a little bit shaken up because they kept fly into the air, but other than that, just literally raining free drinks at you. What's there to complain about? So, yeah, interesting villain in that respect. But this episode, Regina got a taste of hanging out with the Precures. Well, at least a Precure. So, I'm sure it's a memory she'll never forget. I was kind of expecting Mana to just, like, slap Regina at some point, and then Regina would be like, not even my own father's ever hit me before. You know, that kind of thing. I was kind of expecting that. A little bit disappointed that it didn't happen. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. So, I really liked the episode. Regina is obviously very selfish and spoiled, but she's cute. I still like her. And I do certainly see potential for her to get better as far as her personality goes, and her failings in her personality could certainly get worked on over time. So I definitely see that potential there, and if she ever does become a friend, that'll be pretty cool. So I'll be waiting for that day. So for now, bye bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.